Here, Rivington, a mirror match. So we talked about that before. Now we finally get it into this second map, but it's a mirror match where it fits well the players, the roles into this map. Ten's staying on the jet. Jogimo actually has some great numbers on a jet ever since he started playing this role into stage 2 for EG.
Well, maybe the changes have done something. Maybe he's even better on it now when he's nerfed. You know, just make it hard. I don't know. We'll see what he can do, though. It has been interesting to see how Jets have kind of changed their playstyle. A little paradigm shift. Just instantly going in, but having to activate your dash and get out. And Pecky sits forward here from the KO to the chamber. Rendezvous as they meet each other later. No kills just yet.
Damages on both ends. I'll get heals from both of their sages, so that's gonna get topped off. But Kempicki seems to be the one that wins it out on HP damage, as Boostio was looking for some coverage, or at least some map cover, into the B main side. But all of EG right now on the attack, looking to hit towards the A side, and that's a really nice entry for Jogimo at the beginning, as we just mentioned it. The jet-on-jet advantage for EG as the plant comes in.
Spike planted.
So they have time for... They have the sonar bolt, so they're waiting for the rest of the Sentinels to get over here. Here it goes. Shazam lets loose with that one as Apoth again on this flank. Or there's Hammercom trying to cause problems, and he does for Shazam.
The one that's causing problems is Apoth, actually, with the lurk back out towards that mid side. And actually, as he dies, there's going to be a second lurker, so this is going to be a nice little wrench in the wheels here for EG, as Sentinels are trying to push forward. They're trying to fight back towards the main side, and it's going to be sick. Off the ropes, Jogimo on the top gets the kill for a third into the round, as EG gets a solidified pistol.
Hey, if you're a Jet and you're getting that many in the first two, as well as Apoth, it feels good. You're getting to that Blade Storm, you got a little bit of cash, you can start to cycle in maybe a Marshal early to then save for the Operator. Everything's feeling good off that. As soon as the drone catches the eye of Tens, he catches a bullet as well. Unfortunate there.
Spectres across the board now for EG, Headhunter for Boostio. And for Sentinels, it's not going to be anything crazy. It's just trying to look for some information first. And that's Kempicki, Headhunter, EDSing probably towards the mid side. We have a recon dart from Shazam on mid. At least it's EG now just running quickly towards the A site. Pans retaliates though with the Sheriff kill. Dashes away, so that's an open A site. Another wall coming up from EG and a pulse plan that's going to be played passively. And once again, as that happens, you see some players starting to fall back, but with two shock darts, available for Calm and Snake Bites. Looking for the lineups here for the Pulse Plant.
They're both in the same spot. Watching each other's back, but also ready for the util lineups. Cheeky little plays. Smokes to deter. Sonar comes out once again as Sentinels try to retake this site.
Yeah, and it's not going to work out too well. Tens, gets a nice headshot, but we still have one more shock dart available. It goes down onto the ground, and there you go. Lands on the feet of Tens. Drops in as Jogimo kills the last two. He's getting very close to a Blade Storm into round number 3.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. 5-0 and 1. 2 away from that, and they just grab an orb on this one to keep it safe, because they will slow the round down due to the fact that we're seeing guns now on the side of Sentinels. And we've had A plays, not too much mid, unless it was just Apoth with a bit of a roam. And now we have the 3-2 split to start off towards B and mid to see what the pressure created from Sentinels looks like as EG moves out of this wall.
Yeah, speaking of wall, they have green wall from Viper out towards that B side, late lurk towards mid potentially, as the Allen Jones looking to clear out towards green, and it works out for Jogimo to move forward towards yellow. Just trying to spot out Kempicki, as he's still standing his ground.
Clean cloud bursts.
Nice shot.
Clean shots.
Two coming in for Sentinels. Steal those, trades it back. That lurk on mid side works out for Tens, but Sentinel still has better positioning. Immediately trade that back. Tom on his own, at least gets the spike plant. Was looking for that Vandal on the ground. But he gets met up by Sick on the other end and dropped for the easy defuse for Sentinels after all. The bonus round goes in for a plant, at least in 2 kills. Dropping Tens and Dapper. It's not too bad.
Sentinels looked really good there. Kind of, checking all the boxes. They saw Apoth was there earlier. They kept somebody mid, took down Apoth. They did lose a few members, but overall it seemed like they had control of the round. You did say spike down though, so EG will be able to flex a little bit of that money. See what they do with it. It looks like they will say buy what you can. Focus Jogamo on getting this ultimate most likely.
Don't forget that spike. EG moving
Yeah.
back to pick it up. Just looking for potentially this. I mean, we'll have an early Viper orb into mid side 2 from Apoth. There you go, pops it up.
Oh dear.
Jet dash at the beginning, baiting out Kenpeki. Kenpeki now TPs away. It's a little bit of a win.
Sweet little play off of that, and Blade Storm. See how they move up here. Already trademark over towards A for the big flank, so that means you're going to get, again, Apoth and one other in mid, most likely. And they're staying very far back on this. I think they want more before they go in.
I mean, they don't have the recon dart, but they have the Owl Drone from Calm. It's still a Cloud Burst available, but no dash, so they can't really go for that recon dart dash into yellow.
Yeah.
So you have to play a little bit more safely for EG, and there you go. As the fuel comes back up here from Dapper and the orb comes out, it's really just a stalemate. You're looking for this dual victory here for either of these teams to hold down the B-side cover.
Spicy toes. Ground is lava. Can't stand by green. It is turning green here. Dapper is just littering the area. 3 blades left.
Calm is
Jogamo.
jumping to dodge bullets, and Boostio gets the first blood. So all of this
Finally.
disruption goes in for the lurk on mid-side, but Shazam adds Snowman,
30
kills
seconds
2 of his
left.
own. They still had the Viper alive, and Apoth lurks towards that back to get the kill onto Shazam. But the spike is down. This has to be a huge kill coming out from Calm, and it does. It works out. There's 20 seconds left, and Tens gets the frag onto Boostio, who misses the shot. Now there's 15 seconds left. They're all dropping like flies. Calm has to go for another clutch attempt. He goes for the big plant, goes for the kill, the headshot onto Tens, and there's only 8 seconds now. He's walking on ice this time and not lava. The fake plant, the peek out. There's not enough time. He's going to have to hunt it down, and it's going to be now Sick just going behind and winning by time. The frag right after, and Sentinels tie it up 2-2.
Sick being able to shoot the dart so close. That audio cue. Oh, it'd be hard to plant that close and hold it. This starting play here by Jogamo, very cute. Figures out the Kenpeki is playing there for a second time. You see how teams are figuring out what's being conditioned into the rounds. Shazam popping off to start this one. And just the overall lateness of this play actually became pretty pivotal for the side of EG, but Sentinels continued to have a player ready to answer.
Yeah, it was a very important kill from Boostio that disables
Yeah.
that trademark into Kitchen and allowed Apoth to get that frag in the back. But thankfully, for the rest of Sentinels, they were able to hold their ground with the last line of defense at least. Forcing EG into an eco round. 1 to fall right away. Hunter's Fury to come out here on the attacker side, and that's courtesy of Calm. And that's just to make noise. The rest of them now rotating back towards the A site. There's only 10s there, but, I mean, you still have a lot of utility for the retake, so
Yeah.
it's okay to give up the site.
Get as close as they can. Play contact. That's the game right now for EG. Viper's pick goes down. Wall's going to solidify. Get a push on. Sick is trying to make the play, Vans.
I'm liking this. It's
Oh my word, the aggression.
it's a big gamble to go with this Viper's Pit, but he does have a stinger to work with. And it works out for that first frag onto Tens, but there you go. He gets straight out right after. Off the call here from Tens dying, and that retake is going to be clean for now. Calm again in another situation. A flank, but spotted off the ropes by Dapper. That's Sentinels back now with 3 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't really give too much credit to what EG had. The guns were low. The buy was low, rather. So, you could basically run through the situation. I think that's why we saw Sick going so far forward. I thought he was going to keep going, but he played his life. Obviously, they're not us. They're pros. They don't just go running into every situation. Gets himself a frag, backs out, so the rest of Sentinels can recoup the other kills. His ult's ready. 6 is. 10s is ready. Dapper's is ready. And 2 on deck. Sentinels is ready to string these rounds together, even though EG's now going to be on a bye with Tour de Force.
You want to play?
I want to try to go with something aggressive from Boostio. I think it could be done because they
Not
also
this
have an ult to work with for the res. They tried to do the same thing here for EG. So the aggressive play gets stopped right away. But at
Back
least we're
to
still
it.
back on a 5-on-5.
Yeah. Never missed a beat, it seems. They just keep going up here, Vansili. Be quickly pushed in. Jogamo still going to take it upon himself to get a forward play right under rope as the wall comes out. Now it just becomes a game of cat and mouse. Who is going to push through the smoke first?
And it's Jogimo now down to 1 HP. He's looking for some sort of play. It doesn't seem like they really want to focus into the B side yet, though, for EG. It has to be a fight on mid side, and it's lost.
Spike wasn't close. They still haven't planted. They can feel like they cleared it. There's a bit of wall they can work around here. If Boostio can have left side, I feel like they're safe enough to get a plant.
Does get that frag onto Kempeki, especially with the Viper being down. These are crucial kills to get, but he doesn't get the second one there onto Shazam, and even a spray through the Viper's pit. Spots a third one, easy frag.
Just can't.
We're starting to wake up here for Sentinels on their defender side, and it's looking clean for the amount of holes that they're able to get, and the duels look clean as well.
Woo. I said Sentinels had a lot of ults to use to get into place to string these rounds together. They really only have to use one, and they shut down quite a few from EG. The res was used to get Jogimo back into that round, to get themselves back into B, and the Viper's pit kind of snuffed everything out there for the side of EG. So Sentinels again able to get EG in a sticky spot with this buy Spectres, Phantom, Stingers as they try to string this together. Looks like they'll still have enough in Econ to hold together the next round, and a plant would help quite a bit here if they don't win.
Drops are being heard, though. Jogimo does get taken down by Tens, who takes the aggressive angle, which we kind of like that. On the A side, aggressive plays from Jet. You can see it from the Jet. You can see it from even Chamber if you want to, and it works out well.
6 still in sight. Doesn't want to give that up. He's been playing so good in the close positions. Ready to take on what could be 3 coming around the corner almost immediately, but he's also able to give pivotal information. He gets tagged by Reformed.
With no bullet trails, he still gets a tap in there and a kill. You just hate to see it, as even then, Tens almost got dropped. Thankfully, there was only a Spectre for Apoth. Now the spike plant comes down. Shazam goes with the Hunter's Fury, does get the connect onto Reformed. So we now have a 1-player disadvantage for EG, and low in terms of their weaponry. Boostio with the rifle has to come up huge, runs out of bullets as Dapper gets a frag with that Phantom. But here it comes from behind, the no-scope, then the second one. Taking his time for these 2 kills. It's a 2v2, Vandal not picked up. We're still far away from getting to the defuse because that wall is still up here for the pulse plant for EG. Now Kempeki finally sticks it up. The wall comes out for the defender side, and now we're halfway. We're off it. We're peeking through. Clock is ticking down. Nice headshot there onto Apoth, but we're still sticking that spike off the kill. Apoth gets the frag, but it's too late. Thankfully off the grave. That toxic screen was still up there from Dapper that allows that defuse to come in for Sentinels.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, from Ascent now to IceBox, we get these rounds that are going down to the last possible scenario that they could there. Spams through the wall. Sentinels gets another one for themselves here as EG were able to almost find a few pens to start this one off. That operator coming online, we've seen it be so big. The desk was saying, can Tens and the rest of the team come online? Here, Com pulls out another one of his famous Com flanks, and it's still the defuse, even with that kill you just saw, goes to Sentinels, and EG are on the timeout.
It's crazy how he stayed composed, though, because I was calling a no-scope, because after the first kill, it should be like the warning of, oh crap, the flank's coming, so you just start spamming your martial shots. But to stay calm that way, literally, and then aim down the sight for that second kill, it shows that this guy's been hot from that first map, moving on forward. But
calm.
In the end, exactly. And yeah, you caught my joke. That's Sentinels now are still able to keep the lead here in this first half.
Yeah. They have to keep it on, too. Kind of send a message with this one. After being so close on those rounds last game, I feel like if you were to continue that play style and strength that Sentinels were bringing from last game to this, I think this is where you end up, right? 5-2, they're still being a bit aggressive. They're staying with each other in these retakes. The full retake for still a possibility as Jogimo changes up the scenario this time around. He finds the first blood.
Yeah, this is what was important off that timeout. How to stop Tens from that aggressive box that he's been playing the whole time in this half. Whereas usually good for these kills onto Jogimo, and now it's time for Jogimo to open it up in the end with nice support from the utility from Com with the recon dart to be able to get these frags. And just like that, losing the first 2 faces out on defense for Sentinels. We're about to get potentially a 4th kill, but it's actually Dapper that
Yeah.
wins that fight. So it's a nice 4v2 now for EG.
Little cheeky peeky off the stairs. Chaz wondering if he should set up sonar bolts ready for the team to get back in, but it's going to be tough. It's probably just one of those
nice.
ones where Sen gets a few frags.
The combo here to try to clean out towards
Yep.
the yellow side, but unfortunately, no pool of Toxic gets a debuff there onto EG as they land the last 2 kills on the last 2 players of Sentinels. The attempt was there. They did have the economy on their end for Sentinels, so it's cool that they actually did go for it. Actually, looking at the economy after all, we actually have a Spectre for Kempeki. The rest, it should be fine, though.
And I like what EG did there. They're not turning away from a strat that was actually shut down by Sentinels just a few rounds ago, right? They call the timeout. They say, okay, we run the B strat again, put the wall up. Jogamo gets forward, and remember, he had to be rezzed the last time they ran this, but there's no Viper's Pit. And you saw how quickly that strat actually gained control of the site without the Viper's Pit being there. So EG's still sticking with a few of the things that they know will work, even if it doesn't the first time.
A change into this round, Sentinels putting an early Sage Wall to support on the aggression that we've been getting from EG at the beginning of the rounds on B side, and Boostio trying to go for a cheeky peek. Sick immediately shuts that down. Tom trying to force it back. Sick doesn't really get hit by that. Nope. Chip on the shoulder pretty much.
He's staying safe.
Staying
Pressure
alert.
they're putting on, yeah. Staying ready, staying alert. Everybody's on their toes here at this round with a bit of a push down green, and A is being encroached on as well by EG. See Jojimo ready to throw that dash in. If 10 sees him with the Blade Storm active. Over? No, you won't.
Quick click misses though.
So close.
He only has a pistol to work with. Shot darts are coming in. He's trying to find him right now for Reform, going for the self-heal. As we still had Calm watching that flank from the spawn side, and as he decides to move forward to help out with his teammates because they have the pulse plant lineups, Kempeki's flanking. And there is that beautiful frag on to Calm.
Blocking sight.
Shot darts down, so they have to try to press forward on the attacker side of the pulse plant, especially when they're losing space on the back of the spawn side. Reform, the last man standing, has to fight it back towards the end. Nice headshot into Shazam, but gets immediately traded out by Sick, and things are looking even better for Sentinels on the defender side.
The fight of the additions, right? And Pecky comes around the outside, takes down both Apoth and Calm, says, this is my turn. And then the rest of Sentinels retake the site. Really methodical on that one. Didn't seem rushed. And EG had a pretty good hold on the positioning. Even once they lost Calm, Apoth was there ready to fight. They still had a bit of position ready. Sentinels just did not seem to care. Pulling out to 6-3 now. Our first map, first half was a 6-6. Can EG start to round that bend here? This bye will be one of their lasts if Sentinels can roll through it.
Looking like a change of pace, potentially a Sage Wall just to rush under the B site. And there you go, the recon dart that gets shot right away from Shazam. Yeah, the Alto's not going to get too much value on the B side. At least it's going to keep both players there towards the towards green. At least we get a plant, and it's a plant to keep Apoth alive here back towards the mid side. So EG has to keep Apoth alive, but it's actually met up by 10s, so the pulse plant lineups are not working out for that anymore. At least for the frags inside the site, it works out.
Too.
Yep.
Last player standing.
Make that even one. Sick on his own, and now deal has been saved. EG should be able to get this round.
Oh my word. Anybody on the tracks felt the train coming through on that one from EG. What a fast round. They just put the staple on that one. Put the spike down. Jogamo coming in with the 3K, doing the openings. Doing the fragging as he needs to. Bladestorm's going to be ready as they proceed on into these next rounds, and that's a big one. Remember, we said if Sens wins that, EG's pushed into a really bad spot where Sens going to be able to pick up a few more, especially at this point in the game. So they turn the tables there and fix their money game.
Guardians coming out here from Sentinels. I'm not against it for Kempeki either. On how fast it could actually switch out to a headhunter and get the no recoil on that weapon. It could be one of those deadly positions that he could still hold here on this B side. This time on top of green. Speaking of being on top of stuff, it's going to be Jogimo on the top of Cube that's looking for this frag onto Shazam. Reform, though, did a fake wall so he could actually lurk through that and get that frag onto 10s. That was a nice little change.
the pressure, Jogs. Oh, no, you did not. He knows he got hit, and he follows up. What comes from the team coming through? Oh, my word, EG, the way you're playing right now.
Enemy down.
Sick looking to stop that in its tracks. Spike is planted here, and Sentinels have to regroup. And Shazam is going to help that.
Okay. Nice little frag from Shazam, and that forces out the Viper's Pit from Aimon. He's actually pinging it towards the generator, too. But now you also have Snake Bites on the top. That rotate came a little bit too late for Sentinels, so now they have to start winning the fights around the Viper's Pit. There's that second Snake Bite. Lined up for it. They ping it. He puts it on the ground. And now you're just going to run that clock.
Oh.
Oh, wait. This is
Nope.
a shock dart.
Last player standing.
Close, creating a lot of chaos to make sure they would be able to come up with this round. One away from making it the 6-5. I'm pretty sure this pushes Sentinels again into a pretty waffly bye here, Van. So, oh my word, this series we got between these two teams, both needing this win in their group. 0-2 proceeding into this day. Oh my word, it couldn't mean more.
That was a clean shot, definitely, from what you saw there through a clobburst for that kill. And
Yeah.
talked about a waffle buy, but me being a Montrealer here at Rivington, we actually like our brunches. So I love waffles. They actually taste good. Sometimes you could actually have a good buy here off waffle economy, right?
That's true.
I went for a stretch for that one.
I got you.
Yeah.
Let's see how crispy the round is.
Oh my god! Tom comes in through the wall with 2 headshots of the sick and Kempeki just like that.
He was so pissed they stopped his owl drone. Oh my god! He just comes out retaliating off that round. And Sentinels just take a breather on the oxygen this round already. Down to 3. There's the heal for Calm. He's right back as range. And the spike's getting planted over at A. Holy moly, what a round.
Yeah, and even putting the chamber on the plant so you could just safely TP away. And actually, the first tag didn't even hit him from Shazam. Thankfully, though, for Dapper, they still have a Viper's Pit, so something to get done out of this. They just got to put him there on the back of the site. It works out for that, but again, you still have the utility coming out from Calm, or still available, rather, for Calm on the Pulse plant. Trying to go for these frags. Doesn't work out. A flawless round. Prime Gaming flawless for EG as they tie up the game just like you want to hear, Rivington. But now it's going to be time for a break for us to breathe and recollect and see if Sentinels could actually bring this into a third map. You'd almost feel like at this point, as we're moving into the second half, that we've had pretty much the same scenarios as Ascent. You know, a piss around here won by EG, Sentinels converting back into their gun rounds. I say that Sentinels is looking good, and then suddenly it's 6-6.
Perfect. If it starts going awry again, just say the other team looks good. We'll get the time. We'll get the overtime. Boom. We're in there. We're completely understanding the world of the caster curse here, and we're able to now manipulate what we can do with it. This is great.
I mean, combined, we're like, what, 40 years of casting? So we definitely had our fair share of caster's curse.
For sure. And getting back into this game, looking at the importance of it, EG up by 1. 6-6 coming into your second half. And again, this group sees these two teams at the bottom that they're in here for the group stages of the NA VCT Stage 2. So a must win coming in for both teams. So a lot more pressure than what we're just seeing map to map here.
Another contact-to-contact from both chambers, but it's going to be Busio that's forced to TP away. No kills. A Sage Wall up here for Sentinels for the plant. Shock darts coming down. A little bit of damage there onto Sick that goes for the heal and goes for safety. But it's going to be a 5 versus 5 on the retake with a lot of players from Sentinels all towards yellow and one looking for the late flank. Calm gets a nice wallbang kill, but this fight on mid is huge. This fight on mid is coming up and Joggable wins it. So that allows now EG to move back forward, but it's a 3 versus 3, a battle back inside that site. And those headhunter shots are coming in from Boostio. Shazam on his own, but then Joggabo's coming in for his second kill off the rotate on mid, and EG win the pistol.
Oh my word. It's like tank shots coming out from over there. Boostio and Joggabo with the Sheriffs. And we've been seeing this a little bit more where we'll get, Baby Bay like Sheriff first round too, where Jets will go for that. And you combine that with shots from a chamber and you really can't stand out there for peaks anymore. You have to find the 1v1. So EG making it very hard for the fight to come through. especially on that retake, compiling all of their members in that one funnel, just firing out sheriffs and headhunters. So a quick fight. Sentinels did plant, though. They're going to hang out on that money. A sheriff as well for sick and tens will come out.
We're playing 2 long ranges on towards the A site. It's got to be a Marshal and a Headhunter to look back towards the main site. A Poth on the ropes so he can make it on pipes. So great cover so far from EG, at least in terms of stacking the site in the right areas. And there's another first blood, courtesy of EG. Overextending his stay is Boostio, though, as he gets stopped by tens. The rest of them, as we mentioned, already stacking towards the right side of the right site, rather. Just drops everybody else of Sentinels, and EG convert that second round quite easily, moving into the bonus.
An expected one. I think Sentinels as well rushed in to grab it. They were looking for what kills they could, so no real trouble on that round, even with the sheriff's purchase. We just see that it gives them a chance. You kind of see that Sick wanted it, and so did Tens. That just puts them on light armor for this round, so you win the front of the trade, and you're still good. So giving themselves possibilities here, knowing it could easily and very well win them around. You like to see that. EG say no.
Here.
Dogmo sticks on that Marshal. He's going to get a little bit of a push on here. And, oh, my God. EG did this a bit of a scent, too, where they started to go aggro, so Sentinels had to take a second guess on the Strathler plan.
Dapper has a little bit of a tingling sensation, and a push is coming towards mid. And unfortunately, as he un-ADS's, Boostio capitalizes on a frag.
Low plays, wall goes up just to provide a bit more time here. EG already have a kind of a forward idea on this play that Sentinels is trying to do. Getting a nice drone out. Maybe seeing one there. It looks like it actually popped itself in the distance. It flew. Oh my God. Tens right there for Boostio, the cat and mouse game. It looks like Sense may be able to grab B site here.
Recon dart, just the timing. And now a nice shock dart, at least, that lands on the feet of Sick. But Tens and the rest are starting to make things a little bit more breathable for Sentinels, as now they have a 2-player advantage. A 4 versus 2 moving in. Tom hesitating on who to focus on, and got 0 out of that. So Apoth on a 4v1. Sentinel looking to secure the round and not lose too many players. And as I say that, they lose Kenpeki. Another one on a high-low. As Apoth is really not looking for an opportunity to go for the defuse. Just really trying to make this expensive against Sentinels. I like it from Sig. Not overextending, not overreacting either. There you go.
Trying to draw the fight, but Sick also knew that was the case. 8-7 there. Sentinels did a really nice job of pressuring EG into a situation, and also EG, a little bit of combination of EG thinking they had the upper hand, because we saw a lot of members of EG going down on what they thought would be a quick peek or just before utility got by them, situations like that. Sentinels was ready for it and played it really slow. They were actually, how long were they on B site right before they executed to get that spike down? So really reading the situation well and not falling prey to the utility EG was bringing to the table there. Sentinels pick another round up. Now we have the tour de force. Their Boostio up quick onto pipes. We'll see what they can do. The Sentinels look to push A. All the members are there.
He was reading all of that, but misses a shot. TP's away, as now it's Sentinel's turn to move up toward the A side orb. Poison Arrow coming out as Dapper is just inching and inching up towards 410. Now the battle's coming towards Maze, and it turns out in favor of Sentinels, but not before Boostio has something else to say. A first one to drop as he's still looking back towards the left side of the site. Back and forth. Oh, just the timing of that. The wall blocks him, but reforms on top. He's looking for this kill. He actually fires a shot, but it's all here for Joggimo to go for the flank. He knows that one's close. The res, the second kill, easy there from Joggimo as he dashes up towards the top of pipes. It's traded out here by Shazam. Back to a 1 versus 1. Both IGLs, both looking to frag. Shazam sees him. Easy wall bang as they get the round here for Sentinels to make it 8-8.
Oh my God, Vans. What are these games? So good. They're evenly matched, figuring each other out in these rounds. It's always coming down to the 1v1. We haven't really seen either team of this series take full control. They continue to pressure each other to the max here, and again, we're back to an 8-8. Sentinels looking to keep this series alive as they keep trying to put these rounds in their favor. EG back onto a low buy. Some sheriffs there as they have ultimates coming up in the next few rounds, but so do Sentinels. I think we're about to butt heads real hard still in the next few rounds.
Yeah, it's going to continue, and I love that it continues to be the battle between Shazam and Boostio. And that's, from at least, from what I remember, it's 0-3 so far. 1 kill on Ascent, these last 2 kills that we see right now. And that also forces EG to fall back in numbers. Finally a Bladestorm that connects, and he's just trying to do a little bit more damage, but to no avail as EG are going to be on this eco right there. And yep, that little ADS. Now at least that it's spotted on an eco round for EG, you could start expecting that from Dapper on the top side when they have weapons.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. All right, what are the buys here, Vans? Operator's out. Was it double up? Or did they drop that? Okay, no, he just, it was like Jogmo and Boostio up? Let's see it. He decides to go for the lower buy here. All right. This is going to be interesting, Vans. To see what Sentinels will continue to do, it looks like they want to push Dapper towards mid here. He's been an amazing flank, and it seems like he's had a really good read on what EG has considerably wanted to do around the map. So they continue to leave Dapper out here to play the trademark, forcing the wall and most of everything towards A to start here. We'll see if the drone is used.
And even a setup from Boostio already recalls his rendezvous and goes back towards Boiler. So they're expecting an A side push, a timing on a Viper's Pit on the A site with a recon dart. But this lurk from Dapper that was supposed to be on mid side is now going towards B. We're soon to have a big fight between Reformed and Dapper that could decide Sentinels rotate back towards A. So they're still trying to cut noise this time for Sentinels. Dapper is leaning back towards this this green side, but Boostio also rotates as well.
Dapper has the ability to get ultimate here and maybe even play harder fake if that becomes it. He does not want to create noise, though, seems to be the idea. The space he's gained does not really make it safe for the rest of the team to get across. Remember, they've used wall. We'll have to see where he puts his orb. It's actually been thrown, so this, we'll see how they get across. This will be interesting with the watch from Boostio.
Yeah, the only saving grace that they'll have on this plan is this wall
30
from
seconds left.
Sick. There's that shoulder. He's not shooting.
Perfect.
He's playing it so passively. And that's going to allow this plant to come down.
Oh, my word.
Oh, what?
Oh, the game!
I love it. I love it from Reform. What the hell was that? Boostio goes to the frag right after to Shazam, speaking of all boosts. I love it. There's 10 seconds left, and then Boostio gets the frag onto 10s. Oh my god, that is so annoying but beautiful by Reformed.
Sage Tech at its finest. I mean, honestly, if you wanted to see Sage Tech, you got a bit of it. You've seen that kind of play before, but to be so crafty with it in the moment, the speed to be able to look at that coming in, be like, nope, 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 nope. Okay, boop.
I love it.
See you later. Ready to get the shot onto. Prepped him. It's just an alley-oop, right? Easy alley-oop in that situation. And it was interesting too because Sen had that pixel perfect cloudburst coming in. So you're like, oh, it's gonna work for Sen, but no. There's tricks in this game from both teams every round, Vans.
So on a 9-9 scoreline, money's still good for a buy here for Sentinels. They have the ult from Kempeki and ends with the Bladestorm, but the Bladestorms already get nullified by Jogimo playing towards the generator. A 4-player stack on top of that of EG on this A site. So it's been read beautifully by Boostio, and he also has aggressive control on mid side with his own operator on that end. So Kempeki's going to have to start coming up huge with his own tour de force. Looking at you skills, Pat. You can French it.
There's a few trades. Oh, out of the air.
My man, they're just getting shut down now. Shazam on his own. Trying to scale up towards the left side of Maze, and is just getting met by all types of utilities and guns, and that was, despite losing one player into the site, still a very clean hold for EG.
Absolutely. They seem to kind of be vibing as well. Both teams are. You know, while this game has a lot of pressure to it, and that is inevitably on their shoulders, both teams seem to feel pretty comfortable in the situations they're putting themselves into. Sentinels did get EG a little bit flustered. We saw a few rounds before. Able to recoup that, come back in. Now EG's giving a bit of that medicine back to Sentinels here, and we see Kempeki having to go to a Bulldog sick on the Spectre, so things are getting a bit tougher at the right time for EG. They want to try to put that pressure on even more, and Boostio is going to step up. Reconsider the drone.
That's Com trying to guess into the B main side. It tags 3 players actually, so that's great information for EG.
Pretty deep rendezvous out as well, kind of max range on that one, so he can easily set up for Snowman. And now with this orb, that's a Dapper. That's a Dapper ready. See what they got. Again for B. This was shut down just last round by Evil Geniuses. Or a few rounds ago, I should say. Can they do it again?
That's a great Viper's Pit to block vision from that position at Bustio or where he was at. That's even 10s on the top of Yellow that's able to get that frag. So this is looking good, at least, for Sentinels to get map control into the B site plant. So a little bit of utility that could deny a bit, and especially with that. The Vandal kill from Com onto Sick as the shot darts are coming in. So we've wasted that at utility, but we still have the snake fights available from ABOT. But as we still try to move forward to fight, Shazam and Kepiki continue to work here inside B.
Can't cover that.
Joggimal's pushing through, and there's only APOT left. Snake bite on the ground to try to deny if he can, and it works out for a bit. The second one coming in as well, but as he's spraying, they're wrapping around the back, and then Tense gets the frag to tie things up on a 10-10.
Oh my gosh, man! That was one of the biggest separation of agents down we've had. So you can expect a little bit of money now to be in the hands of Sentinels. I think we still have a buy from EG, but just the positionings here. A spam through. Com actually gets hit by a spam as well as they fired back. And then this protection becomes so hard because there's still an angle for someone to just be... Oh my word, so many things happening. But it doesn't matter. Sentinels were able to pick up the round even after all that. Kempeki's on the operator here. There is going to be one for Bustio. And we are into round 21. 10-10 here with EG looking to close out this series in 3 more.
And Sentinels looking to bring it to a third map if they can, and that's what we want as fans of Valorant. Definitely what we want as fans of Sentinels. We're watching it from a Sentinels fan point of view. Talking on the top of Green. He's going to get that frag there onto 10s. So that battle continues in the duels as well. Quickly traded out by Kempeki, and that forces Reform to fall back in B site.
Yeah, quick shot there, and the res. Huge. Absolutely incredible. Queen goes down on one side, and you actually get it back. Just to play the board again from the side of Sentinels. A quick wall goes in. Oh my god, so brazen by Reform to just stand tall in front of the entire Sentinels team.
But he's pinned there. They saw him cross over. He needs some support from his teammates, and he do that with a beautiful recon guard that allows for the shot from Bustio. But the trades are coming out still. Bustio lands another one, but it's tied on a 2-2 as Shazam answers back. The option now rings and misses, just lands off the wall right next to Shazam as it's Dapper and Shazam of Sentinels looking to potentially rotate back where it's met up and greeted by Calm once again. Right place in the right moment. Spike is now down. Headshot from Bustio, and EG are back in the lead.
That was the spicy round from EG. The Com flank comes back into action. They deploy that. Bustio absolutely hitting some crazy flick shots there. It's just the speed he hit on the peaks coming out from the other side of Kempeki. And then his headhunter, honestly, eagle eye throughout this entire series to start. The pressure back onto Sentinels as we go punch for punch on these rounds now. They're going to call a timeout.
Oh yeah, the timeout's definitely coming in from Sentinels, just trying to recoup with what just happened there. And you got to look at Sentinels where, you know, we have a close game on their attacker side, so there's got to be some good wins that they could focus on here, Riv. So what can he do now moving into this timeout? What can they talk about here?
Sentinels have been focusing a lot towards B, towards A, with default strategy, right? It's going to be 10s towards Jenny. Dapper usually goes on top of 410 if he can. And their B is somewhat similar, where they play that slow to get everyone in position. I'd love to see a little bit of the mid strat. Maybe it's even too late to kind of play a how to EG play mid game. So it's varying up one of the A or B strats that Sentinels have already run. Maybe Sentinels already have something for mid. But, you know, that's what Sentinels have been pretty good at in the past, is running the compositions that they stick with. So maybe just going back to A or B, getting 10s in there to do 10s things is going to be that advantage. Here they set up for a bit of a mid play, which I love to see already. And it looks like that's going to be a force of 3 with a few working towards A.
Doggo on the top of pipes already. Cloudburst going in towards the top of Boiler, so we're looking for mid control for Sentinels. And off this timeout, it's quick. But it's
Yep.
also 3 players pushing out towards Boiler
Awesome.
side, but they never really done it for Sentinels. But we have a player all the way back towards spawn, and that's Boostio with the duel false that gets a kill onto Kempeki. Meanwhile, though, a frag does come in towards B. So the B side is weakened by EG. Boostio misses a shot by Boiler. We still had the position from Dapper just under. It's going to have to come up huge. Boostio lands that shot onto Tens, and Calm actually wins that fight onto Boiler as well. So it only leaves Sick and Shazam as the last 2 to try to tie up the score. And everything's just landing perfectly, and somehow Sick stays alive as he eats that second shock tart. Picks up a weapon on top of that. Blade Storm and also a swing from bottom. Shazam now on his own. Just trying to land a shot against Chogimo as he goes for the shorty kill. And EG will now be at map and series point.
They went for it. They did the push mid, but you called it. A staple of the round. Boostio's in spawn? What? Okay, so he's in spawn, ready for a rotate, ready to get to either site. We've seen Boostio pushed up green, all the way up green, ready to take a shot. Rendezvous is out to somewhere near Snowman. We've seen him sometimes on A, mostly is mid towards B, but to be in spawn, ready for a round as such, the Sentinels just played out. Absolutely put the brakes on Sentinel's strategy there, especially with Tens coming out with the first blood and trying to open that round up.
Yeah.
EG now on game point, Vans.
So their timeout was definitely just to also try to figure out how they could at least get a plant to bring the economy up into this round. We're playing for overtime here for Sentinels. And the early dash from Tens does spot Calm on the right side of Boiler, but they're still pinching for a mid to be split for Sentinels as Reform will put that wall up just to defend one angle of the site. The rest of them working towards the B main side and also towards the back of the B side are landing their shots. There's only 2 left to go, make that only 1. Can Tens go for a 5-man clutch? He does have the Blade Storm and pops it out. He hears a shot ringing from the operator of Boostio while Joggimo is just around the corner with the Cloudburst. Now as we calm it down for a bit, he does have time to work with. Dead from above potentially as it comes in for the knife. It gets the 9, but he's down to 14 HP. Then Calm to get the last kill and to seal the deal for EG to get the win 2-0 over the Sentinels.